Every team in the NBA playoffs has played at least one game. Let's react to it. Welcome to episode 10 of the Let's Talk Ball NBA podcast. Welcome Justin to the couch, everybody. How you doing on this Monday morning?
Good man. Excited
Dubs win.
Dubs win. 15 more. 15 more.
All right, let's go right into it. Obviously, like we talked about it before we started, hit the record button. There were some close games, some not so close games. So let's start with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Miami Heat, 121-100. Now, it was actually a closer game than the box score says. At one point in the third quarter, the Heat cut it to 5 points. But I think everybody knew, like, this series is going to be, in my opinion, I think it's going to go 5 games. It's going to go 5 games.
Yeah, I think we said this earlier. Like, this one, it's not going to be a series. And the Cavs are just going to run away with this one. I don't think the Heat are going to get out of the first. I mean,
Don played great, 30 points, and he actually played, like, super efficient. I think the whole game, besides the 3-point shots, I think he was, like, 1 for 7 from 3. But Ty Jerome, 28 points, 16 in the fourth quarter. What is up with these white guys coming off the bench just getting absolute buckets?
How about Ty Jerome? I mean, he used to be on Golden State, and then now he's just he's with Kenny Atkinson and
buckets.
All
right, we don't have to talk much about more of that game, and we don't have to talk much about the Celtics Magic, but I want to chime in as a Celtics fan. Tatum, not the best game offensively. Did have 15 rebounds, I think 17 points, I think 4 assists. I think that was a stat line. But he actually did go down kind of with a wrist injury. Did you see that play?
Dude, that was not a flagrant one.
I agree.
On God, that was not a What the hell is the defender supposed to do there? I get like, oh, he fell. Mm-hmm. And then he's crying, like, you see Mazzulla, like, nah, don't go over there. Because he was being a little girl. Like, seriously.
I was just nervous because I've been there before where Tatum's got injured in the playoffs and we lose. They actually got eliminated, Game 7 against Miami. But I agree. I don't think it was a flagrant foul. I think Drew Holiday actually came with a lot of intensity. Drew Holiday pretty much put his team on his back. Maybe not points-wise, like Derek White had 30 points. What else we got here? Paulo Banchero went off. Talk about the Celtics Magic. The Magic was pretty much just Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
Like, Paulo went off, and I think he's going to average 30 points in this first round.
Yeah, I mean, so much for them saying, oh, Cole Anthony's the truth, and then I think they forgot Cole Anthony back in Orlando. Did he hop on a plane?
They keep starting Corey Joseph for no reason. Like, he is like the definition of an LA Fitness, like, build,
Hooper.
Just getting there and fouling the shit out of people. So let's move on to probably the 2 better games, even though they really weren't close in score. Knicks versus Pistons and Pacers versus Bucks. Give me your breakdown on the Knicks versus Pistons.
I mean, Knicks versus Pistons, good game. Camden, you took the upset in this.
I did. It almost came to fruition, but
you don't.
I still think the Pistons. I can't go against my gut after one game.
Well, I'm saying I said. I went against you with that. I'm going New York with this. I saw something of, if they don't get a deep playoff run, do you think Tom Thibodeau gets fired? Like, can't?
That's a great question. I really haven't thought about it. I mean, they play hard. It's not like they were a 3 seed in the East. Yeah. It wasn't like they were a 6-7 play-in team. But they play pretty tough, especially in the fourth quarter. I have here Jalen Brunson, 34 points, Cat 23, 11, 5 with 4 steals and 2 blocks. Like, that's the defense that you bring in for Cat, which honestly wasn't a great defender in Minnesota. New York, he's pretty much their own defender. And then OG Anunoby, 23, 7, and 5 steals. So it was pretty close. In the fourth quarter, they ran away with it. The Pistons were actually up 9 points in the third. So shout out Campaign. He scored a lot of buckets for them off the bench. He actually went crazy.
How about that?
Campaign, who sucks. In my Dabble entries, I always put Campaigns under, but we'll get into Dabble later on. And then Pacers versus Bucks. I took the Pacers in this series, and y'all clowned on me for taking the Pacers. They're an athletic team. They have Rick Carlisle. They have the finals experience in Pascal Siakam. They have a young star in Tyrese Halliburton. Why were you saying the Bucks are going to win this series? Now, Damian Lillard does come back in Game 2 or Game 3. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. Pascal Siakam, 25.7 rebounds. Miles Turner, 4 of 6 from 3, giving 19 points. And Giannis, just being Giannis, 36 and 12. Now, there was a screenshot I saw on Instagram. If I can find it, I'll put it up there. It was like it was like how to guard Giannis, and they had 4 people stacked on his side, like when he was in the corner. So you gotta do what you gotta do. If that's stopping Giannis, it's kind of scary.
36 is not stopping him. He's gonna score regardless.
You want to talk about Kuzma? Did you see Kuzma's stat line? 0, 0, 0, 0. Cardio.
Yeah. Well, I saw a clip of Doc Rivers talking about it. Like he's a scorer, and everyone's like, You're the coach. Call the stats for him. Like, what are you doing? Like, he doesn't. He'll say that in the media and then call nothing for Kuzma. Or won't get the ball in his hands. So.
Yeah, welcome Doc Rivers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that pretty much wraps up the East. Nothing crazy. I'm still sticking with the Pistons. I can't go against. Obviously, it's going to be a tough road for the Pistons to come back in that series. I believe they can. They show that they could hang with the Knicks. Like, they were in that game I was actually at a baseball game. I was at Fenway Park, but I was checking the score relentlessly. But let's go to the West. The Thunder. 131-80. Belt to ass. Defense on lock. Can this Thunder team escape the playoffs without a team scoring 100 points on them?
No. I mean, come on. This is a terrible Grizzlies team.
Wow, okay.
I think Ja Morant, the lights are too bright for him. I think he sucks, honestly. I don't like Ja Morant at all.
Damn, okay.
I don't like Ja. I mean, yeah, he's got bunnies, but I don't like him. I don't like his attitude. I think this series will be like, they might get one game.
Really? You think I think it's going to be a sweep. I think it's going to be a sweep.
It might be a sweep, but who else is doing anything for the Grizzlies? I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr., he's good.
He had 2 points. It was insane.
Well, in the Warriors game, he was shooting pretty well, but like, dude, I feel like he's not even a defensive player anymore.
It's crazy because like their defense, the Thunder's defense, just head to toe, is just insane. From their guards to their bigs to their forwards, is like pretty much like there's no easy bug outs on that team. Shout out Marvin Bagley, who actually had 17 points in that game and a half-court shot, and pretty much up until the fourth quarter, I don't know if he shot perfect, but when I turned off the game, they were down by 50. He's shooting 8 for 8 from the field and then hit a half-court shot. Shout out Marvin Bagley.
I saw him in. I was like, when the hell did he get on the Grizzlies, dude?
I knew you were going to say that. So let's move on. So, in my opinion, yeah, the Thunder, BTA, four-game sweep. I'm going to save the Rockets Warriors for last because you're a Dubs fan. Let's go to the Nuggets and Clippers. Probably the best game in the Western Conference, in my opinion. Game goes to overtime. Nikola Jokic almost a 1 rebound short of a triple-double. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists. Aaron Gordon, 25 points, 8 rebounds. James Harden, 32 points, 11 assists. He's, 35 years of age? What other 35-year-old is doing this besides Jimmy, Steph, LeBron, KD? I mean, like, he should be in that conversation.
That's a lot of them.
He should be in that conversation. Like, I don't think James Harden gets the love that he should get because of what happened in Brooklyn and what happened in Philly. He's balling for the Clippers. Now I know they lost this game, and I still taking the Nuggets, even though they're the underdog in this series, which is crazy. But I think it's going to be a cinema. I think this will be the best series in the Western Conference.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good series. I also saw a funny post on Instagram about, how Mike Malone just got fired for playing Westbrook, and then the interim head coach plays the whole fourth and the whole OT, and everyone's like,
dude, he was actually clutch. It's funny because it was like we were talking about a couple pods ago. Like, check out the Jokic podcast. It'll be like down below. We talked about like Jalen Pickett and Russ, and Jalen Pickett played like 4 minutes of the game, which is funny. It
was all Russ.
It was all Russ, and he actually played great, making a lot of threes, some costly turnovers, but it's Russell Westbrook in 2025. Let's move on to Lakers Timberwolves. Obviously the Lakers got kind of smoked in game 1. I didn't see that coming. Did you see it coming?
No, I mean, honestly, like we took the Lakers.
We took the Lakers,
and I'll tell you one thing: the Wolves came out the gate, and they just controlled the whole game,
dude. Like, I told you, Ant Edwards in the playoffs is just a different animal. Obviously, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. But he came to it, man. Like, that whole defense of the Timberwolves, that's a gritty group. So do you think the Lakers will still come out of this series?
I think they will. I mean, I'm not in this series. I'm not gonna let one game. Maybe in the Memphis series, I'll let one game judge that. But this one, I'm not. I don't really want to bet against LeBron and Luka. I mean, because even with them losing, Luka had 37 side, but I think they still got a good chance.
Yeah, and just a quick plug for Dabble Fantasy. If you guys think any overs or unders or more or less or rebounds, assists, whatever you guys think in the NBA playoffs, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I think Luka's going to score 50 tonight. Take us more on Dabble Fantasy. Check it out right now in the description. You get free $25. You might code AllTalkSports. We've been using it all NBA season. I use it for the MLB, UFC, NHL playoffs as well, and the NBA. So we're going to do a quick plug later with our daily dabble. We'll make a lineup for tonight's games. But if you guys want to check it out, make sure to check it out today because there's some great games on tonight. So let's move on to the last game. I just want to ask you a quick question. So you think the Lakers will still make it out of this series? How many games?
Maybe 6.
6?
I'd say 6, or maybe you said 7. Right?
I said 7.
Yeah.
I did say 7. So we'll see. So we'll move on to the Rockets Warriors. As a Dubs fan, I'll let you take the mic. I'm guessing you watched the game from start to finish. It's a late game on the Eastern Coast, so I fell asleep. But I watched the highlights this morning. I looked it over the stats. So I have the stats. You tell me about how the game went.
It was a good game. Steph and Jimmy, really came through for us. Draymond Green was not scoring the ball, but I think he is like a pretty big key to the offense. The bench really wasn't scoring as much as, we usually need them to. Gary Payton hit some good shots. Same with Moses Moody. He had a good 3 when they were almost coming back. We got killed on the offensive rebounds, and we let them get a lot of second chance points, which was bad. They're a bigger team with Sengun and Jabari Smith.
Yeah.
We couldn't handle them. And then they got Steven Adams, who's bigger than our starting center.
Well, I think that's been the story of, your team this year. I looked at some stats when I check out, my Dabble entries and stuff, to take more on centers, because they just can't handle the bigs. And I guess you have to give and take, at that level. So if you play great defense and everywhere else, and the bigs, Sengun led their team yesterday in pretty much everything. It says Sengun, I don't have his stats, but I looked, he had 17 points at halftime. So I think that's going to happen. But did Kuminga play?
No, he's not in the rotation. He's I saw something, it's situational and for
it's crazy
the game. I guess, I don't know. I don't think they meshing him and Jimmy Butler.
They're kind of the same player.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jimmy is a way better player, but they play kind of the same role-ish. But the Warriors take a 95-85 lead. Steph hit some absolutely insane threes down the stretch. 5 threes, 31 points for Steph. Jimmy, 25, 6, and 7. He actually came out and said, we're young. Yeah, Steph's 37. Me and Dre are 35. We got some years left in us. So I'm excited to see how they do in the Western Conference. I'm still taking the Dubs, Lakers, Western Conference. I think I picked Dubs Thunder Western Conference Finals. Yeah. So that'll be all we got today. Let's get into our Daily Dabble. Yo, it's Cam editing this video and seeing that our Daily Dabble actually got cut off by my camera dying or the mic's dying or something happened. But here's our Dabble entry for tonight. Again, if you want to copy this entry or make your own entry or do whatever you want on Dabble, the MLB, NHL, UFC, everything you want, they have. Use code AllTalkSports for $25. With no deposit necessary, to get $25 for completely free. And here's our Daily Dabble. Malik Beasley, we love. I think he's going to hit 5 threes himself. Jalen Brunson go for 35 points. And Nikola Jokic is the best player in basketball. Nobody's going to be able to stop him. Hit the subscribe button if you guys like this content. And I'll see you on Wednesday for episode 11. Peace!